It is day 2 of designing an Animal Crossing island using only DIYs. Yesterday we landed on our new island and named it Gee Whiz. I placed down my tent, took off my clothes, made some new clothes, and generally just kind of got all the day 1 Animal Crossing things done, including paying off my tent in that very same day.
It's the 30-day DIY island.
So I have a good amount of goals today. I would really like to get all of the basic kind of building set up. So Nook's Cranny, I want a place for that. It's really nice to step out of my house and then have a DIY just at my doorstep. What is this? This is fantastic. I need these, as you know. The entire series is just me trying to collect as many DIYs as possible so that I can build out an island and try to get it maxed out to 5 stars. Let's also see what kind of stuff we got in the mail. It looks like it's going to be some items that I immediately need to dispose of because I didn't make these myself. At least I don't think I did. Happy Home is sending me some stuff. They're super excited to judge me completely, but I'm not excited, okay? I've never liked Happy Home, and what I'm about to do is going to feel... Oh, okay, well, wait a minute. I thought it was going to be an item from them, but they actually sent me a DIY. So, I don't know. Maybe Happy Home isn't so bad. And we're getting some miles today, of course, because our house is fully built. I am working on miles still, but I'm not going to let that, like, take up too much of my focus. I'm really just focused on like making money first and foremost. Look at these two just kind of aimlessly wandering around. Their tents are on the beach. I have to imagine high tide came in and got them a little bit wet. They're probably not super thrilled about their sleep last night. Let's just find out though. The spot you found me is incredible. Oh, a cat that likes water. I didn't realize. I hope we can keep looking out for each other like this. It's good to have buddies. Look at that. Stinky's all right. That's okay. I've got something here for you. And a present, too? Oh, my gosh. It's, a tulip hat. Yeah, I can't wear this. No, I won't be pressing X and A and all that. No. No. Thanks, but no thanks. Just go ahead and put that right there. What about Paula? Getting a real good vibe from the tent plot you picked for me. Okay, good, good. Looks like everyone slept okay. All right, if they were mad, I wouldn't blame them. I came up with a recipe for a leaf umbrella. Do you guys talk to your villagers early on, or do you get distracted by all the other stuff that happens? Because I feel like I miss out on some of these little presents and stuff. I didn't realize just talking to Paula would net me another DIY. The leaf umbrella is awesome. I think it's a really cool looking item. And we're going to need to get pretty creative when it comes to different items to use around this island. We, again, need to get 5 stars, and that takes placing a lot of stuff. So it's good to have variety. Now might also be a good time to check out my new digs. Look at that. Congratulations to me. I now have a house, an actual house with storage, which is awesome. Now, I think storage in this particular Animal Crossing game that we're playing isn't going to be too big of a deal because I have a lot of crafting supplies, but I'm not going to keep anything that I haven't made myself or would not benefit me in some material way when it comes to crafting or making money or what have you. So I can store a lot of this stuff and not really worry about running out of space, I think. I say that, we'll see if I end up eating my words. Let's rearrange here a little bit. I'm going to put my hay bed, kind of here in the corner. I'm going to put my, I guess, decorative log stakes right there. Just jammed. Look at those spikes. Just jammed right into my nice wood floor. We'll put our stool here. Maybe we'll put our wash basin or whatever that is right there. And then, yeah, crafting table kind of in the upper corner there. So yeah, this is awesome. My inventory is clear with the exception of some peaches and some tools. We need to get the shovel. That's step 1. But in order to get that shovel, we're going to need to give some stuff over to Blathers, I think. And I believe we got to give him like 15 things. I'm just going to start taking all of these critters and putting them in his care. I know how much he loves bugs. And yeah, we should start to unlock some recipes, make some progress. Let me just go through this whole process now, giving Blathers all of this stuff one thing at a time. So he did give me the recipes for the shovel and the vaulting pole. We have 5 more things that we need to donate. If we can find, I believe, all 6 fossils, that should cover us no problem. I think there's 6 by now because it's been a couple days. And I need to afford a vaulting pole, which means we do need to chop up our trees. Which we can do no problem. All right, chopped up some trees until I lost my axe, which is more than enough supplies to make the vaulting pole. We're going to cross over the river and we're going to see what we can find. All right, first time leaving the center of town. There we go. We've crossed over into new territory now, and my focus again is mostly fossils, which is great because there's two literally right here next to each other. I love that. So far, this has also been a fantastic day for just getting points. I think day 2 is just normally like that in Animal Crossing. But yeah, we've just been having the phone go off constantly. I'm going to stop looking at it for a bit. I'm just going to let the points kind of build up. I know hitting a rock was one of my daily Nook Miles goals, so I know I'm just going to get some points for this. And this represents fossil number 4, which is good enough. Like 4 fossils, that's awesome. There's a chance there's a couple more, but they would be up in these cliffs, which I don't currently have access to, but I will shortly. And wow, this is a lot of like naturally spawning cliffs. Let me take a look at the map here. I didn't even notice this, but like the right side of the map. Oh wow, yeah, all of our cliff is like in the corner. So there's even flat area that goes into the top left, like in the back of the map. I've never had a map like this before. Of course, we're probably going to terraform it into oblivion, but it's just kind of cool to see. I think this is a really unique Animal Crossing map layout. Certainly not like one I've ever seen naturally spawning before or had myself. I still have not yet crafted a slingshot, so that's disappointing. Everything Blathers needs to upgrade his tent into a proper museum has now been achieved, which is great. And I've just finished giving Gulliver everything he needs to get out of here, to leave. Now, he's going to send me something in the mail, and while I was gathering up those parts, I thought to myself, like, why am I doing this? But I think it is just for the points. I do think you get points for helping him out. At least I hope so, because I'm not keeping the rewards. Like, I'm just going to sell those. And I hope they're worth something, because selling rewards like that is kind of hard. It's hard to let go of things. Yes, I did get points. It is hard to let go of things that are like difficult to obtain in the game. You know, this is not the way I would normally behave while playing an Animal Crossing game. But you know, that's the nature of things. We're not keeping stuff. Okay, we're not sentimental. We can make our own way. All right, we don't need your handouts, Gulliver. Anyway, the next stop, now that the museum is all complete and Gulliver's been placated, is of course Tom Nook. We now need to take on the quest that has us gathering up materials for the Nook's Cranny location, the proper store that we need to put up. And yeah, it's going to be pretty much the most useless thing you can possibly imagine for a challenge like this. It is going to be great for making money, but it's not going to be, you know, really much use to me other than that. I think I'm going to need to make a habit out of buying things from there just to get the store fully upgraded, just to make absolutely sure all of my 5-star requirements are met. But you know, that's just a waste of money to me. I'm not excited about that at all. Speaking of buying stuff, though, I am finally going to buy the slingshot recipe. Too many balloons now have evaded me, and that needs to stop immediately. So slingshot recipe obtained, and I am just trying to sell some excess bugs and fish that I've caught that don't need to be donated to the museum. Trying to clean up my inventory a bit because now I've been asked to gather up 30 of each type of wood and 30 iron nuggets. It looks like Paula's going to do me a solid and give me some stuff for the shop. Is it... Oh, I thought it was going to be iron. I figured out how to make a shovel. Okay. Oh, it's a pretty good shovel, meaning it's not like a flimsy shovel, right? Look at that. I've never had that happen before. I've never had a villager give me a fully completed tool at this stage. Usually it's like, oh, here's some iron or here's some logs. First wasps. Nice. Gee whiz. That is fantastic. Of course, I don't have a ton of inventory space to be carrying around wasps and their nest, but we can just go ahead and put those over here with their friends. And yeah, I don't know, maybe one day, if we save up enough nests, we can craft... Oh my gosh! Speaking of nests, we can craft up some of the beehive items, which are amazing. I always like to have a lot of those on hand. I see our first balloon in the distance, except I didn't actually craft the slingshot. I just got the recipe for the slingshot, so never mind. That was a trick. That was a trick. And yeah, I tricked you. That was not the first balloon, and if you thought it was, then you're a silly person. Looks like Stinky is going to give us the hookup. Please give me iron. Yes! Oh, thank you so much. Stinky is becoming very quickly my favorite villager. I know that... Listen, I know that the nameplate and the fur is all puke green. But listen, hear me out. Looks aren't everything, okay? Stinky's pretty awesome. Stinky's been nothing but fantastic, to be quite frank with you. I'm almost done. I have 30 of the regular wood, the hardwood, and 25 softwood. Iron is going to be a struggle, and I'm starting to get a little bit tired of chopping the trees on this island, mostly because the trees on this island are, filled with bees, and I don't really want to get stung, and I'm kind of tired of shaking them all. So I'm tempted to use my one and only Nook Miles ticket on a trip to one of those islands, and just, I want to go out there and decimate it. Always pick your weeds. I screwed up. As soon as I started hitting the rock, I'm like, oh shoot, that's going to be 2 entire, potentially iron nuggets that I'm not going to get from this rock. So having to waste this Nook Miles ticket is looking more and more likely. From what I can tell, this is the last rock I have access to without the ladder, and yes, it is the money rock. That's perfect. This is perfect because I also have my first, money spot as well, and this money rock means that we are going to be able to plant a 10K money tree, which will yield in total 30K, a 20K profit. If we do this every single day, this should be some really nice semi-passive income for us, which is great to see. Just for those of you who are a little bit newer to Animal Crossing, this is a tip for you. Go after that money rock, get it to its fullest potential, and then take, 10,000 bells from it, find this hole, bury yourself a money tree, and then you can pick it up and move it wherever you want. I like to do this. I like to put them kind of close to wherever my house is, and you kind of have 4 growing at any given time, maybe 5, I think 4. I'm not too good at math. It just depends on the speed in which the trees grow, but you can just plant it right here, and every day I'm just going to plant another one next to it, and once one fully grows, I'll chop it down, and I'll just keep doing that. As long as you play daily, you'll always have a money tree every day to harvest, and if you plant 10K, it's guaranteed that it will spawn 30K when it's fully grown. All right, before we head off to our first Nook Miles Island ever, let's go ahead and clear out our inventory of things we need to sell, and let's go ahead and craft any last-minute things we haven't crafted yet. I don't know, but I think, the big boy axe is in the crafting menu for me, which means, I can chop down trees and not just use a flimsy axe. I could be wrong about that. Maybe we have to order it separately, but yeah, that would be kind of nice. And also, we got the mug that fell out of a tree, so that should be worth a little bit of money. Some duplicate fish and bugs are worth 1,100 bells. I'll take it. And I just realized that actually the axe is probably in this set of recipes right here, the Pretty Good Tools recipes. Thankfully, with all of that gathering I was doing, I have a ton of points I haven't yet redeemed. I don't know if you guys save up your points, but this is so satisfying. So we're going to go through here. We're going to grab this, which is obviously ×2 because we got that daily. And then I have a whole look at this. That's from cutting logs. This one's from hitting some rocks, it looks like. This is from finding our first fossil. We did get points for helping Gulliver. We got points for either digging up or planting a money tree whenever we dug the money out of the hole. We got points for shaking fruit from trees. And that was it, but 5,230 points. We can now buy these better tools. I definitely want to leave here with a good axe. I'm kind of tired of using the flimsy axe. And with that, we can now make stronger tools, including the axe I was looking for. We can also make the slingshot, which I have refused to make thus far. So yes, we will be upgrading our flimsy axe to a regular axe, and then we'll be getting a slingshot. And I think we'll be on our way to our Nook Miles Island. I know I don't need a slingshot on one of those islands. I just want to get all the tools in my pockets because I keep missing stuff. I forgot about this, but my rewards for helping Timmy get these supplies are different bits of furniture and clothing, things that I'm immediately going to turn around and sell right back to him. All right, we're flying off now to our very first Nook Miles Island. I'm not 100% sure there will be a villager waiting for us when we get there, but maybe there will be. That would be kind of cool. Maybe we'll get someone nice. Yikes. This is not really good luck for a first island. There is a torrential downpour. I don't see this a whole lot. So I'm already a bit stressed out. And if there is a villager here, it's probably not going to be a good one. There is a villager, and it is Celia. I know part of my progress depends on getting them, but 195 is not really a great rating. So I'm probably going to go ahead and just, focus on destroying their campsite. That's going to be my goal. Ooh, free fossil. Massive flaw in my plan. I was just about done with the island. I thought, oh, I'll just go up on the cliff and grab this last rock. I don't have a ladder yet. And I have 29 out of 30 of the iron nuggets I need. So I now need to spend 2,000 points for one iron nugget, unless there's a rock somewhere on my own island that I missed. I'm speechless, right? I just cannot believe my luck. This is it's probably karma. Island number 2, also raining. This is weird. This is so weird. Also, I thought when you didn't have a ladder, it didn't give you... What? Eric is rated number 27 on the list. Unbelievable find. I was going to spend the entirety of our time here complaining and wishing bad things to happen to the Dodos and Tom Nook and everyone who put me in this situation. But now I see that this was all for a reason. Our trip today had purpose to it. It's as if Tom Nook knew that Eric was out here in the rain, lost, cold, scared. Eric, listen, man, come live with me full time. You're talking about living somewhere full time. Hey, like, gee whiz, right? Say it with me. Gee whiz. I honestly don't know if I have it in me to destroy Eric's campsite. I think I'm just gonna, gather up a few trees and some fruit and stuff, get my iron that I need, and just go. This is awesome. Wow. I chopped down the coconut tree. I'm leaving the other trees on the ground as they are right now because it's raining a lot, and Eric is obviously going to need some shelter of some form because he doesn't even have a tent over on Gee Whiz yet. So I'm letting Eric, have have those supplies. I'm going to fly away without them because I do not have the heart to chop down those trees. I cannot do it. We just got back with everything we need to get Nooks built, and we can now place down the shop. This is, of course, as closest to the museum as I can possibly get it, but Nook's Cranny is now placed. It's right here. We have a location, and I think the only thing that's left to do is skip ahead to when it's complete. Now, I only skipped ahead one day, so the construction of the museum is happening right now. We did not skip ahead to when the museum was actually built. I could have, but I also wanted to make sure I can still get like the daily Nook Miles goal. So just skipping ahead to one day was probably like the right thing to do for now. Once I have like a ton of points, it won't matter. I could skip a whole bunch. And then the shop is now open today, which is what I wanted to see. I wanted to get things going and get these buildings actually built. That was my goal today. And I have to imagine this is Eric calling Tom Nook, begging for a place to live. So the museum has a tent around it, and Nook's Cranny is here. Oh, and we found our DIY too. Yes, I'm more excited about this than anything else. This was way better than a shop being built. Open wooden shelves. That's a great item. Let's step inside. This is huge because this represents the next phase of the early game. We have Nook's Cranny. Next is going to be Able Sisters. And boom, there's one of the Able Sisters now. So, a bit more time skipping and we could probably get that shop built and thrown on a beach in no time flat. I am going to be buying up the store every single day, just buying it up, turning around, selling everything back to them until the store is upgraded. And then I'm not going to come in here anymore. I'm going to be done after that point. Well, I mean, that's a lie. I do need to come in here and get recipes for new things and maybe customization kits and stuff like that. But I'm not going to be worried about what nonsense they're, working with. Turnips, I can see us probably doing turnips. So I guess this will still be a hub for us, but I wanted to like proudly claim that this store was useless. For our purposes, it's like, 80% useless. There are indeed new recipes and recipe books to buy, so I'm going to go ahead and just snap these up really quick. It's also just occurred to me that all of these cool wallpapers and floors, I'm not entitled to. There are craftable wallpapers and floors, and we're going to have to collect them if we want our house to look any different than it does now. Paul is teaching me reactions for the first time. I'm learning joy. I think this comes with a handful, right? That's awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't unlocked any reactions yet, which is excellent. The other thing I forgot to do before I time skipped was plant all of my fruit trees. There were a few things. I got so eager to get Nooks built that I forgot completely. I wanted to do some stuff. So yeah, we're going to plant the peach trees just over here for now. I'm going to keep them, pretty close together and not overthink this too much, just to get them in the ground. We'll make a proper farm at some point, But yeah, let's just get these out of the way. I'm also going ahead and just planting a couple of palm trees, trying to leave room for houses. I think a house could fit here, not sure. And I think a house could fit right here. So I just put a couple down for now, and that's good. That gives us some extra points, and obviously a couple extra ways to make money. We have peaches there, coconuts there, and we even got our first reactions, and so we got some points for that too. Let's get some more points from the Nook stop, some daily points there. Ultimately, I'm really happy with our progress today, and there's a lot more to be done. Now we have to place down the villager homes for all the new villagers who want to move in here, and if that episode is ready, it's going to be on screen now, so you can go watch it immediately.